Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, coming back to play some more Grixis Control in the Legacy format of Magic the Gathering. So last week we did our big Final Fantasy deep dive, and maybe none of the cards were really at a Legacy power level, but similar to the Dragonstorm results, I wanted to do a deeper dive on the new land cycle, since extracting value out of your mana base is something every fair deck should aim for. We're playing Magic on a more traditional access for a format as powerful as Legacy, so if you can have something be a land and also a spell, it's very useful. I talked a little bit about the blue one and how it's on the spell half just to traumatize, opponent mills half their library. Not the most relevant for Grixis Control, or downright dangerous to do in Legacy in the first place. So instead, we're going to focus on the red and black ones. In red, there is Lindblum, Industrial Regency. For 2 in a red, you can create a 0/1 black wizard creature token that pings the opponent whenever you cast a non-creature spell. And we do that a lot in Grixis Control. So this being an instant allows this to be pretty maneuverable, and then you just get some material on board that hopefully represents a lot of damage long term. And then the black one, Midgar, City of Mako. For 2 and a black, you may sacrifice an artifact or a creature, and if you do, draw 2 cards. I mentioned when I was talking about this card in the Final Fantasy deck tech that it has kind of expressive iteration vibes. You draw 2 and then you can make a land drop with Midgar. Now there are a couple things that make me nervous about this. First of all, having a land that is not a dual land that only taps for a color that is not blue is kind of dangerous in this deck. Basic Mountain is by far the worst land in the deck, but it is very necessary when you're playing against a deck like Delver, where you just need to be able to lightning bolt without fear of going down in mana thanks to Wasteland, or lands that can loop Wasteland over and over again, and you need to secure your red mana for things like Meltdown or Kolaghan's Command, what have you. Price of Progress nowadays. So the basic Mountain gets a pass for that reason. Can't really say the same for other tech lands that only tap for red or black. That being said, we're going to see if the upsides of them also being spells outweigh the downsides of their limited mana producing capabilities. The other scary thing about them is that they enter tapped. We saw this a little bit with Waterlogged Teachings. While that card's very powerful, great as a spell, and also it is a dual land, so that already eliminates it from the category I was previously talking about. It also pitches to force, because unlike Lindblum and Midgar, it is a spell first and foremost, and a land on the other side. These are lands and then spells by proxy. So we'll really just be seeing if the upsides outweigh the downsides for these cards. And it should be exciting. It might not go very well, but it's all about testing new cards, like I said last week. And this list should be more competitive than last week's. Last week had, I think, 10 or so new cards. It was a lot. Really making the power level of the deck untested and kind of unknown. But this is just my Grixis Control deck with these 2 lands baked into it. To make room for it, I cut one of the basic swamps, because having 3 lands that only tap for black is kind of crazy. And then I also trimmed the Lorien Revealed. Since we're playing 20 lands, I don't feel the need to have a pseudo land as well. The rest of the deck is pretty standard for me. 1 Tamiyo, 1 Reanimate, 1 Narset, 1 Stock Up. Stock Up's been sticking around. I don't know. It's just kind of part of the deck now, I guess, but I'm still not sure about it. 2 Kaitos. I've been enjoying this edition a lot more as well. It really is crazy to think all the way back to the Duskmorn release video where I was just trying this card out, and now it's pretty much a Legacy staple. It's kind of cool to see that happen. In the sideboard, I'm also bringing Blue Blast, mostly because the rules change for Blood Moon and Urza's Saga. That interaction has become pretty popular online. I don't really think the red matchups need help, but I'll definitely be very grateful for a Blue Blast if I'm up against like Sneak and Show, because Sneak Attack is very difficult to address for this deck outside of Force of Will. That being said, I don't think it's a super necessary tool for the deck, but really makes your life easier if there's a meta you're expecting. 1 Surgical Extraction seems kind of scary too, but we're trying that out. Price of Progress. These are all tools we've seen on the channel before, but I'm excited to see how they interact with the new cards. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe once we hit 2,000 subscribers, which is coming up. There will be an intro for the channel, which is pretty exciting. I'll still do a a bonus video as well, as I always do for every 500 subs. And then if you'd like to directly support the channel, keep me doing what I'm doing, make the channel bigger and better, please check out my Patreon. For only $2 a month, you get a whole nother league of content every week. And then the $5 tier opens up for donation bonus leagues, DM coaching, and then there's still one slot open at the top tier for one-on-one coaching and deck teching and as much as your time as much of my time that you want. Yeah. So yeah, that about sums it up. Let's go hop into the queues with Midgar and Lindblum, the new lands from Final Fantasy. I couldn't get a Yuffie. At some point during this video, you'll probably see GoatBots emailing me or messaging me like, hey, we have your Yuffie. But it was just kind of sitting on the collection tracker for a minute, so it's like, I don't have time to wait forever to wait for a robot. I gotta get this video going. So we're just playing with Midgar and Lindblum. I just finished my record and it was really cool and fun, but I won't say any of the cards are very legacy power level except for Yuffie and the lands. Pretty normal stuff. I mean, Vivi certainly legacy power level in the right kind of deck. Alright, they take my Ponder. But you know you're going to hit your land anyways. That's just how things work in control decks. You're far more likely to draw a land when you don't have that many. Amassing clue tokens will be good if I ever draw Midgar as well. Got a Bloodstained Mire over there. Probably means this is not Blue-Black Reanimator. Looks like Grixis. I wonder if it's some kind of Grixis Control mirror. I know Janky B has done quite well with Grixis in the past. I'm going to try and force this. It worked. That Molten Collapse tells me, though, that they're not playing a me kind of list, and I should certainly be on the lookout for Wasteland. So even if I draw a red card, which would be unfortunate, like that, I'm just gonna get basics here. And try and hit a land drop anyways. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I got hit with a Wasteland, but I hope not. Brainstorm's good. And also, it's a good card. Can't fizzle Molten Collapse by activating the clue token. It has 2 targets. It's allowed to survive. Thoughtseize. This might be clearing the way for Fatal Push on Tamiyo. Although I don't know if I would force Fatal Push on Tamiyo. That seems kind of like an overreaction. Taking Strix. So yeah, I'm without force. If they Fatal Push, I'm pretty up on cards. Despite having to force a will. Yep. Play the land. It will let me surveil. True name Nemesis? Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. I mean, I have edicts. There's actually quite a bit I can do about this. I might even be able to race it. Not while it's just sitting there, though. Edict, edict. Brazen Bar. It's good enough. Bowmasters. Ping. God, True Nemesis. What a beautiful card. Ponder. Yeah, maybe they don't attack with True Name. I wonder. Land. No, they're attacking. Do they have Kaito? I will say True Name works pretty well with Kaito. Oh, they have Bowmasters. I'll just force. Pretty interested in winning this race. Nice. Cast Mage Siege. Play a land. Hit for 3. So now I can squeeze an extra point of damage out of this lightning bolt. Anything else I draw? Should swing the race unless they draw something like Baragoyf. We'll see how fire that ponder was. Yeah, now they can't afford to attack. That was a great draw. I feel like making them discard doesn't really make sense, right? I mean, it kind of does. They could have drawn Force of Will. That's a card that makes sense. Let's see if they'll activate their Scalding Tarn here. They don't, so I'm pretty sure they do have Force of Will. Man, I really don't want to lose this. See if they'll force a Lightning Bolt. They might. Or they could have just drawn a Cantrip. Alright, my read was correct. The ping still happens, though. Let's get Strix. I don't have time to waste untapping with Tamiyo and all that. I just want another Lightning Bolt. Damn it. There's no way they're going to Thoughtseize me if they draw one. So I don't really see the point in bluffing. But God, if they drop a Baraglyph, it's going to get scary around here. Bolt my Strix. I feel like there's also an argument for bolting the Wizard token. But I guess one is contingent on me drawing something. God, this happened yesterday too. I had a game just like completely won for like 3 turns on end, and I drew nothing but lands. And yeah, they drew out of it. It was infuriating. Can we not have that happen again? This is really bad playing, by the way. Don't do this. Don't fetch to thin. It's not worth it. Oh, this is lethal. We'll lose the Wizard token here. Alright, combat got there in the end. Thanks to deck thinning? No. Okay, Red Blast. True Name Nemesis. I'm not sure if Blue Blast is good enough. Like, trading Blue Blast for Bolt doesn't make sense. Or Red Blast. Molten Collapse a little bit. But I'm going to need to see something like Kolaghan's Command before I bring in Blue Blast. Or Dragon's Rage Channeler. Fatal Push, yeah. From the Catacombs, absolutely. Price of Progress, yes. And Spellbomb. Trim Thoughtseize, Force. I wonder if they're playing Wasteland. I don't think this will be the final configuration either, because only having 2 basic swamps feels really weird. Trim Narsat. We didn't see Tamiyo's on the other side either. So I think I'll go without Nimble. Or no, let's go without Baraglyph. Definitely saw Fatal Push. They might bring in Blue Blast. 1 Bolt. Getting to reanimate a True Nemesis. That would be pretty good, I think. Let's trim the mountain. Taking a wild swing. And just assuming they don't have Wasteland. Which is pretty sketch. Ponder. No shuffle. Spellbomb. Is it too early to play that out? Probably not. I want to stop that turn 3 Murktide. Double Volcanic Island. There's Tamiyo. Holding up probably Brainstorm if I had to guess. So that's not good. Kolaghan's Command. Let's cast Brainstorm. Red Blast. And Force back up. Let's put back Badlands and Culling to Dust. And on their upkeep, I'll try and Red Blast Tamiyo, I think. Feels really sketch, though. Do that. Okay, that is pretty acceptable. I'll let that go. And we're hoping they just flip Tamiyo here. Then I'll be clutching this Nimble Obstructionist. Ponder. No, it's not a flip yet. Ponder will shuffle. Thundering Falls. They don't have any black mana yet. Because they didn't choose any of these lands. Put a card on top. There's Midgar. Play that out. Play Strix. I'm sure they have a removal spell, but it's a way to keep some kind of parity with Tamiyo. Just a land. So they could make a land drop and get Murktide Regent. I suppose that is reason enough to use Spellbomb right now. They also can't punish this draw. Ooh, Ponder. Not terrible. Here's an attack. I'm assuming they have a way out of this. Yep. At least the clue production is ending. If they Thought Seize me and take Nimble Obstructionist, I guess I can get it back with Kolaghan's Command. That will flip. Pluses. There's their black mana. Thought Seize me. We knew it would happen eventually. Let's see what they'll take here. Taking Kolaghan's Command. But they have Spellbomb. It's very interesting. Yikes. I need a Brainstorm or I need Kaito. There's Brainstorm. Cast it. Red Blast. Well, definitely feeling like I need to shuffle now. They're almost out of cards. But those clue tokens gonna make it pretty hard to grind this out. Seeing as two of my cards are not very relevant. Tamiyo goes up. Another Goyf. Not too sad to see that one. Actually have a good check in place for once. True Name Nemesis. Let's see what's coming up here. Ponder. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. And yeah, I just need to force. Just gotta. Cast Ponder. Looking for like Red Blast, Edict. Bowmasters is fine enough. Probably can't afford to keep that Bolt though. Probably need to do better than Lightning Bolt. Thinking they've drawn something pretty interesting here. Or they could just be thinking about cracking a clue. What's that? They're getting Pyroblast back? Wasn't expecting that. Huh. Well, now I will take that Lightning Bolt. Draw a card. This is a sorcery. And with that Red Blast hanging around, I feel like... Are they going to Red Blast in response to a fetch, though? Probably not, right? Just don't want to draw the next card. Okay, cool. Oh, I should think about Price of Progress, too. Alright. Reactor Raid. You know what? Didn't think about that. It's not part of the cost. Okay, maybe this card is not as good as I thought. Alright. I want my cards, damn it. Play Bowmasters. Brainstorm. Ping. Tamiyo, it's fine. Then that happens, and then I'll sacrifice my army token. Fatal Push, huh? Bolt. Yeah, we really don't have much. That Reactor Raid was not as good as I thought it was going to be. But I guess I'd have even less if I didn't play it. If I play Midgar, then Price of Progress will just beat me. Oh god, another Nether Goyf. And a Tamiyo too? My lord. Are they going to flip it right now? Seems like no. Makes sense, I have a Bowmasters. Oh god. Bit of a catch-22 for them here. Do you bomb your own graveyard? Or just let me get the initiative once and then bomb my graveyard so I can't do it a million more times? They probably don't want me to have this though, if I had to guess. Then I can take out their Nether Goyfs. Heh. Yeah, I think I just put them in a real tough situation. Put a ping there. That will follow the states. And then, yeah, I guess I'm just pushing Tamio. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. Sorry. I did the right thing. Probably should have attacked with Bowmasters, but I also could have played out Midgar, because I feel like Price of Progress is just right out now. It's just like a dead card I could draw. They play a land. They do have attacks, because they can just activate Bloodstained Mire, and their Netherglyph will be a 2/3. They hold back. Oh, they have Bowmasters. Well, y'all know what that means. It's time to From the Catacombs some Bowmasters. And Bolt. It's pretty nice. If they counter this, I'll still need to Bolt. So yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, we got it. Alright, ping there. Take the initiative. Grab a swamp. Play the swamp. And then just kind of sit back and let the initiative do its thing. I feel like it's pretty risky to Bolt Netherglyph here. Unless they, like, reveal the last card in their hand. I guess if it's like Brainstorm or something. That's fine. Bidding Badlands. Maybe it was kind of risky to introduce the initiative against a player that showed me True Name Nemesis. But I gotta take these advantages. Molten Collapse. Ouch. Well, I'll do this now. Whew, it worked. Okay. I'll definitely block. It's probably going to turn on a cantrip in their hand if I had to guess what's going on over there. But no. As much as I want to go to the Forge, it just doesn't really make sense. Go to the Lost Well. Bottom Brainstorm, top Ponder. Cast from the Catacombs targeting Bowmasters. I'm going to leave a Force of Will in there because now Snapcaster Force of Will is a thing. Go to the stash. Cast Ponder. Yeah. I'll play Midgar. Yeah, we're just never casting Price of Progress from now on. It doesn't appear to be on the horizon. God, I have a lot of mana. Skeleton. Now I'll target Strix. Yeah. We want to do Throne of the Dead 3 first. So don't accidentally draw my last creature. Ooh, more Bowmasters. Things are a little out of control now. I have Hexproof Bowmasters. Cast Dotsies. Ooh, they flooded. Should have this pretty soon. I think it would take something pretty incredible for them to get out of this. Even their own From the Catacombs, I think, would have fallen a little short at this point. Cool. Yeah, I mean, Midgard did the thing. Got us more cards. And kind of realized that having it not be part of the cost of the spell, it's very blowoutable, especially since it's a sorcery. So yeah, maybe I have to reevaluate this a little bit. What's up, everyone? Up against my good friend Eureka, Doomsday Expert. And yeah, his hand looks fine. Gotta have that Force of Will. They're leading on basic islands, so I don't really have to worry about Dark Ritual yet. Strix. Alright. Yeah, we'll just land, go here. See what they want to do. Looks like a Consider. That is a fine play. It's in the deck for the combo, but, you know, it's pretty nice to have the option to also play a cool cantrip. Alright, here we go. Dark Ritual, Doomsday. We'll definitely force. think I'm pitching Strix here. Well, that worked. Go ahead and surveil. Yeah. Always got the double force. That's what they say. I'll probably just drop Bowmasters in on the end step. No, doesn't really play around days. Oh wow. Yeah, their hand is stacked. Well, I'll try again. Yeah, it worked. It's just one of those good days, I guess. Yeah, I'll just play around days. That's likely the backup they have. I think I'll ponder here. Yeah, more Bowmasters is not bad. Could put Brainstorm in my hand now in case of an emergency. But double Bowmasters is usually a pretty solid way to dissuade Doomsday. They'll Brainstorm. Oh wow. They must have gotten Brainstorm locked. And yeah, with 2 Doomsdays already burned, I guess it would be pretty difficult to find another one. But I wasn't really expecting that. Anyways, pretty sure that Eureka's been playing the Wakame build, which has like pretty interesting mana and like Teferi, Time Raveler, so Red Blast, Opposition Agent, and Surgical all apply, Consign. But I don't want to be totally cold to some creatures, so I do think I'm going to take Fatal Push. I think. I don't know. It's like, I do know they're also going to be playing Veil of Summer in this build. Well, I do know I don't need that mountain, so can trim on that. Maybe one of these tapped lands. Lindblum doesn't seem that bad though. That chip damage. Every point counts versus Doomsday. Baragwave can go though. Trim a Kolgon's command. Trim a Kaito. Just get closer to the lean interaction machine. Edict, Cling, yeah. Reanimate can probably stay. That's 60. Yeah, let's roll without Fatal Push for now, because I feel like I need to see evidence of the creatures, because yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on the Wakami build. And that doesn't really have a sideboard plan. And this hand is so good. Unless they're on the creature build. Strained go. That's good. If they sent with Days backup, it would have been pretty tough. And I'm pretty sure we're just going Island Go. Like, having the option to shuffle after brainstorming is pretty nice. And yeah, they're still taking it pretty slow. They do put a card on top, which is pretty good. Could do the dreaded end of turn brainstorm here just because spending mana is very important. And wow, yeah. Finding some good stuff there. Can put back Bowmasters. I feel like we're just going to be fighting in the theoretical realm now. Just have a mind war. Double Thoughtseize, Force. Consign if the combo goes too far. See what's going on over there. Tropical Island. Okay, so Veil of Summer extremely likely. I feel like I do need to thought or force here. They could be protecting something like pretty ruinous. But I'll still hold on to Consign just in case this backfires. Oh god. Oh god. I feel like the angle shoot here and is what is available to me is take a ponder and then do like him to Turok with Surgical, which is probably my best chance at winning since I don't have any pressure. God, this is not a good play though. This is not what Surgical is for in the matchup. It just does not. Eureka says that's toxic AF. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm so sorry. but it's the angle I got. Like, hey, come on, I'm playing Grixis Control. I feel like I need to take every angle I can take here. Shieldred confirmed. So me without my fatal push. This could get a little dicey. Consider, you got it. Gonna mill over Underground Sea and then play out a Delta. I don't think I'm gonna Thought Seize just yet though. I'll just hold up Red Blast instead. I want to prevent something like Brainstorm from happening. Land is good. Now I will Thought Seize. Dang. Well, if they just drew that last turn, then it's pretty bad that I didn't Thought Seize last turn. Brainstorm? Okay, that's what I was talking about. Pretty sure I just Red Blast that. Make sure they're stuck with the Edge of Autumn, which is not like a terrible card. Can facilitate winning on the same turn once you resolve that Doomsday, especially now that they have 3 lands out. It's kind of a lot, but it's not a Shieldred. Carpet. Don't mind Carpet so much. They already have like all the mana a Doomsday deck could want. Island. Yeah, I'll cast the stock up here. Definitely take Bowmasters and then probably Ponder. Brainstorming from a lower card count. I feel like getting Brainstorm locked is a way this could slide out of control. It's barely in control, I will say. Especially if they land Shieldred. They made green with their Carpet. I feel like they're probably bluffing Veil. Let's Ponder. Yeah, I don't think this is good enough. Shuffle that. Get a land. Ponder again. Tamiyo does feel good enough. I don't have a lot of time to waste either. I think I can go shields down on Consign for 1 turn. If it means getting this Tamiyo going. And then I'll draw Brazen Borrower after that. Try and make this the beginning of the end. I should have checked their deck for days. I was too ashamed while the surgical was resolving to check for days. God, such a bad play. Bad toxic play. Like, you'd rather be casting surgical on the cards that really matter, not Ponder. But you can't really pass up that Hymn to Turok. Decline Carpet, it's a good sign. Let's activate a clue here. Get those Bowmasters and then fire a copy. Oh, they did have the Veil. It wasn't just a bluff. And they'll force my Bowmasters. Yeah, the real pressure aspect. Probably not what they want to contend with right now. Kolaghan's Command on the draw step, by the way. Hell yeah. Just gonna work through this here. Activate a clue. Play this Underground Sea. Now their Carpet can cast Shieldred on its own. It's a thing. Cavern on a Wizard. Not Phyrexian. They have Tamiyo. Yeah, let's get Bowmasters back and work on their hand a little bit. Expecting to see Edge go down here. Tropical Island also makes sense, though. Michael, Total Master. Held that Tropical Island just in case of Kolaghan's Command. Knowing they didn't need the mana. And they blocked because of Kaito. That Force of Will draw. Making me feel pretty safe. Also because they didn't put Cavern on Phyrexian. Starting to feel pretty good now. I think before too much longer. I mean, I guess they will Yeah, there's no ponders, but still potentially a few brainstorms in the mix here. Yeah, and I guess I'll put these bowmasters in response. Might see a brainstorm here. Okay, they're gonna cycle. Sure. Might as well do this too. Let's get as many triggers as possible. And this works because I'm not the active player. Can take out Tamiya before it flips. Although I guess before that trigger even goes on the stack, I'll have another Bowmaster trigger, so that'll make sense. Then I'll get 2 Bowmaster triggers. Huge army. 3 Veils already burnt. Feeling pretty confident here. Activate this clue. Just a land. Okay, I'll scoop it up there. Hard fought second game there. But yeah, that surgical. Oh man, that was bad. Didn't see really the lands come into play in that one either, but yeah, we'll keep going. We're looking at a pretty strange hand here, but if we think about like this, it's not that bad. Also, my opponent's taking a mulligan. Brainstorm could feasibly fix this hand up. My opponent's username is Nas Adnium, so I wonder if they're playing Storm. They do have a Once Upon a Time, which has shown up in Oops All Spells recently. It's also like the start of the season. The leaderboard is not inundated with trophy results, so pretty easy to get your name up there. And if you want to do that quickly, I'd imagine you'd play Oops All Spells. Oh, but Thespian Stage? Probably facing lands right now. There it is. Sure. Oh wow, the whole combo is there. Get real. So next turn they could exploration, go depths. Oh no, they have a stage in hand. These are really good choices. I wonder what they're gonna take. They took depths. So they have this combo rolled up. It's a couple land drops away, but yeah, we gotta figure this out. And fast. I haven't even played a land yet. Not great. They played the depths, so they don't want to expose the stage. They're attacking with a spawn. Well, that was a good draw. We do need to be aware of Sejiri Step. But we're hoping they just freaking go all in here and just even drop Lobster Boots. Or is it Saga? Oh man. Yeah, this is a real pain. I'm hoping they don't slow down though. Just go for it. They're slowing down. How am I going to do this? There's a lot to contend with here. God damn. I need a Cling. I need a Kolaghan's Command. I need a lot of things. Nimble is so close to being good. I mean, if they go for the forever stage, yeah, this might work. Maybe I'll be grateful for all these lands too at some point. But right now it does feel pretty darn rough. Alright, there's the stage. Really hoping they just go boots and try and knock me out right now. But they're already in attacks. It's not happening. Shuffle away those lands. Hopefully don't draw any more of those. I'm set on lands. Ooh, Brainstorm. I'll try and fix the hand again. Doesn't quite work again. I'm going to hold on to Reanimate just because it does anything. I'm going to put Midgar back. I feel like if anything that'll be a pretty late term thing to do. Narset can probably find Cling to Dust. But yeah, I'm hoping they just get their Lava Spur boots, try and attack me with Merit Lage. That will take a lot of pressure off of me. I mean, they'll have giant constructs, but it doesn't seem like they're interested in doing that. Very unfortunate. Yep. So we do need to counter when this Thespian stage tries to learn how to make constructs. That will be of utmost importance. Oh, so wait. Yeah, the stage copied Saga. I don't think they're really interested in making a Merit Lage right now. It's really interesting. Alright. Play around the Needle at Piths here. Sexy boots. How am I going to beat these sexy boots? Oh, they have Mox Diamond too. Good lord. They discard Sajiri Step. They could have had a haul, truly. Expedition map? I'll just counter that. Like, come on. Then I feel like I need to bounce one of these constructs to stay alive, but that doesn't make sense, obviously, because they have that Merit Lage hanging out, which can come at me anytime. Unless I destroy the Lava Spur boots. That might be a plan. But yeah, we have to do this, which is incredibly unfortunate. Take 4. There's Cling. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like it's going to help much. And if I counter Saga learning how to make constructs, they'll be even extra motivated to just be like, alright, fine, I'll just make Merit Lage. So yeah, I'm just really stretched way too thin here. Reanimate just has no targets. See if I can rip like, I don't even know what. Let's find out. Not great. Now I can't even ponder into Kolaghan's command. I guess a blocker would be most appropriate. But I can't get one of those either, and I'm also about to give up on Nimble Obstructionist, countering Chapter 2. Another Shieldred's Edict. Oh man. I mean, yeah. See if they go for it. See if that bluff will keep me off. They're doing that right now. Sure. Yep. Well, it's quite a bluff, huh? Now they have a forever construct factory. Not sure how I'm going to pull this off. They'd have to give up on that construct factory to make Merit Lage right now. See, I don't know if they want to do that. Such a weird spot we're in. Things have devolved, I'll say. Ponder. Guess I'll just stock up into Land Edict. Oh, that's not good though, because they could wasteland me. Alright, send it back. Such a weird game. Really glad they didn't go for it. This is a good bluff. Alright, that chapter 2 I will counter. For sure. But I need these lava spur boots out of here. Otherwise the constructs will just like freaking bury me. But I also need to be like dealing damage, so snap. Edict. Alright, cast stock up. I was really hoping for Kolaghan's Command. Also tough that these constructs are arriving as 4/4, not 3/3. Bowmasters can help tread water. But I think I just need to get deeper into my deck here. Wait, can I even afford to? No, I can't afford to tap out. So yeah, maybe that was just also not a good line. Well, I've got them tapped out. I'm going to 6. I guess now is the chance. Try and pull something together. I have a ton of mana. I need Kolaghan's Command, for God's sake. It's nowhere to be found. Play a Strix. Yeah, it's nowhere. The damn card is nowhere to be found. Pithing Needle on what, Narset? Yep. I need Meltdown. Totsies. Alright, we're going out like this. Double crop rotation. Alright, cool. Woof. They're in there. Only one surgical is a little rough. Okay. Try a plan something like this. I don't really like Thoughtseize in this matchup either. Like, I don't really want to collapse the exploration engine. My voice just popped a little bit. I'd rather, like, go after Loam and all that stuff. I would take a choke, though. Going after choke makes sense. Another reason why having the utility land be blue made sense. A non-island source of blue is pretty cool to have. Alright. This will do. No route to basic mountain yet. But I like having this Shieldred's Edict for a blazing fast Merit Lage. Once Upon a Time. Missed. That's incredibly uncommon. But maybe a sign that lands has gone too far. It's playing too many artifacts and or random stuff. Pachukaba goes down. Ooh, Wasteland. Nice to know about that one. And Rumble. I think I know what they're going to pick. They get a Saga off of that. Spell Bomb. Alright, let's brainstorm. Kolaghan's Command is not bad. Put back. Probably Bowmasters and then think it's stock up. Kind of weird, but yeah, I do think that's right. Let's get another island here. Play Tameo. I really need them to use that spawn token, but I don't think they will. Puts them just ahead enough in mana. So maybe I'm supposed to like shock it with Kolaghan's Command. Sometimes you don't find a good mode for the other one. Destroy artifact is usually a given, but making them discard is not usually very relevant. Once Upon a Time. Definitely happier to see that than Malevolent Rumble. Exploration, that's pretty good. And Saga, 2 cards left. Oh, another Exploration? And Dark Depths, okay. Wow. That is a hand. Here's my red. Temporary red, that is. Cast Brainstorm. If I can counter chapter 2, that'd be nice. I cannot. Put back Volcanic Island. And I guess Force of Will. I don't really see it doing much from here on out. Then Crack Clue or play out Spellbomb. I really don't care if they get 3 Bosejus or a Bojuka Bog. I'm gonna crack a Clue. I really wish I was countering that. Okay. Kaito. Ooh, if this can find a mountain, that'd be really nice. No. I think I'm gonna shuffle, although the land would be pretty nice to replace. Because they're definitely gonna waste land whatever I play here. But yeah, I think... man, it really depends what they do. Maybe Shock Shatter on the constructs is just good enough. Might be able to ultimate this Tameo, we'll see. I mean, if they top deck Thespian Stage, I think I'm fine losing to that. TBH. Do that. And they got the map. So I'm not going to lose to Merit Lage this turn. That is a relief. Stage. Are they going to go for it? They'd have to use their spawn. Well, we can hope. Does that mean I need to pick up Kolaghan's Command? I feel like it does, right? Wait, no it doesn't, because yeah, to do this, they'd either need to have an Elvish Spirit Guide, which I know they don't have, or... I mean, I don't know they don't have that, but I'm almost certain they don't have that. Or Lava Spur Boots. Which they also don't have. Well, now I wish I played out the Spell Bomb. Now I feel pretty goofy. But I think I should be able to outpower them. Triple Exploration. Nowhere to go. Baragoyf showing up. Everything looks good. Yeah, we're playing this incredibly safe. Because I can. I don't need to take a risk and play something like Baragoyf here. I guess I could have played Spellbomb. Loam. Force. Force. I feel like they're going to concede if I extract. No, okay, they're going to let me take a look. I guess clock is a consideration. No choke, that's good. Alright. Pedal to the metal here. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Jitsu. Play it again. Just trying to get tons of damage, you know? Oh, I drew another one? That's funny. I missed a point of damage if I had played the Bowmaster out pre-combat. Take the force so I don't lose to Lava Spear Boots off the top. Send it back. Caracas. That should be lethal. Alright. Let's take a look at the list now. Two endurances? Oh no. Tabernacle, Security Step, Grafdigger's Cage. But yeah, it looks like if I'm able to deal with Depths and Saga, Ghost Quarter, don't love seeing that. Those look like the win cons. There's nothing weird like Free Strider Lookout. No choke is really cool. Don't want to have to worry about choke. Which means, yeah, I'm completely off Thoughtseize here. Taking crop rotation. I think I'd rather just force it. Then yeah, Bowmaster does seem kind of important to be able to get those bombs out of the way. Gonna have to play a little fast here. Price of progress, that's what we want. We do kind of need to dodge a lightning fast Merit Lage. Those are something of a nut draw when they happen. Caracas, Mox Diamond, Loam. Okay, I can cling that. Hopefully that's their engine this game. Don't mind Snapcaster Mage. Force, okay. Might keep me alive. There's the Boseiju they loamed. Just need them to make tons of land drops here. Just like I am. Force the crop rotation. There's a Thespian stage. I'm scared. Okay. Might help me out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ponder. I think I just shuffle anything, right? Because I want them to go for this. I do kind of want that Kaito or that Brainstorm. No, I think I just... Yeah, I think I do that. And I think I melt for 0 here. This doesn't really help my price of progress plan, I'll say. Edict that. Alright. We're in some kind of shape. Ooh. That could be worse. We're gonna get to get another loam out of there. That's nice. Not sure what they take here. Wasteland, yep. Brainstorm. Woof. Do that. Cling the loam. Ponder. Okay. This black mage has to do a lot of work. Wasteland, not activating. Brainstorm. Tameo, there we go. Get that going immediately. Oh, but I don't have double blue. I guess I'll have to get a clue. There are worse things, I guess. This turn it only ties up their mana because of Karakas, but next turn I guess I can Brainstorm when they try to Karakas it. They're playing Wastelands, not activating them. I wonder if they are wise to Price of Progress. Probably. Consign is nice. Alright, on your draw step, let's extract Thespian Stage. Consign. Oh, I didn't need to do that. That was loose. Hope I don't time out. That'll help. I should ponder. Yeah. Yep. Do that. Attack. Do this. Sorry that the commentary is so bad. Just really need to get this over with. Really badly. Okay, we got there. Ugh, man. Probably look like a crazy person. Alright. Whew. I'm gonna take a quick break. Welcome back for round 3. That quick break I took turned out to be a long break. I just went to bed. We're on the next day here. Opponent's taking a mulligan. I'm gonna keep this hand with Force of Will. I'm also on the draw, so up on cards, but that doesn't really matter when they have Urza's Saga. There are a lot of different Saga decks floating around these days. Lotus Petal, though, tells me this is probably Karnforge Ring. Seems like they're jockeying their mana around a Thoughtseize, perhaps. Alright, play that. Bin the backup Edict. Realize there's no blue card in your hand. And freak out. Another Petal. Do they have a land? What's the meaning of this? I hope they think I have a force. I mean, I do, but not like that. Not in a useful way. I hope they think I have a force and just make constructs. That is what we need here. I also hope they don't have another land, so they have to use their... Oh, Mox Opal, hello. I mean, Dark Ritual, hello. This is probably, what, Black Saga Storm? Ad nauseum. God, I just don't have a blue card. I mean, let's just pretend their last card was Veil of Summer. There's one right now. I mean, they could probably stop right now, right? They don't need to keep going. God, this is so embarrassing. I cannot believe I just didn't have a blue card for my force and lost. Wait, do they need to take a break? They just put the Burning Wish under there. So their last card must have been a payoff as well, right? Thoughtseize, me. Do I just concede at this point? Their hand is Lion's Eye Diamond, Cabal Ritual, Spire of Industry, Veil Summer. The fact that they put Burning Wish underneath, I don't know. They already saw Shielder's Edict. They know they're not gonna like. This is not gonna tell them anything they don't already glean from that edict being in the bin. But yeah, like if their last card was not Veil of Summer and is a payoff, that is rough. I needed a blue card. There's the Infernal Tutor. Mainboard Tendrils. That's good to know about. And I haven't played against Storm in so long. I'm actually looking forward to this. Blue Blast. I'm usually on the fence about this card in the matchup. Because you do want to counter Burning Wish. But at the point they're casting Burning Wish, unless they're just trying to get Thoughtseize, which you don't mind so much, they probably have a Veil somewhere in the mix as well. So we'll pass on that. Definitely take Meltdown because they showed me Urza's Saga. Opposition Agent. Interaction that gets around Veil of Summer. Very good. Thoughtseize. One Surgical. Is all I have, but also pretty appropriate. Because it doesn't do like an immense amount. It does enough. Lindblum is interesting. Yeah, I think if I am to cut a land, it would still be the basic mountain for the matchup. Edict, definitely cut those. Man, that is embarrassing. I take a break so I can come back refreshed, and then I don't even have a blue card for the Force of Will. I probably would have kept that hand anyways, though. It had lands and spells, but I got turn 2'd. I need 3 more cuts. How about Baleful Strix and 2 Lightning Bolts? Barragoyf is also pretty appropriate. Yeah, I think I'd rather cut Barragoyf over a Baleful Strix. That seems a lot more appropriate for this matchup. This hand should do well. In most circumstances, I can see this hand accomplishing exactly what it wants to. Don't really want to take Veil of Summer. 2 Wishclaw Talismans is pretty rough. They have an Urza's Saga. Beseech the Mirrors, the payoff, but their mana's a little slow. That is a tricky spread, isn't it? I suppose I'm taking Beseech, though. I could also take Veil in the hopes that future interaction is a little more relevant. But yeah, we just take the card they want, make them jump through some hoops if they want a combo. I'm curving here. Constricts into Kaito. Just a little dangerous. Yeah, I should probably Thoughtseize again. They drew another Vault. So the constructs are going to be big. Maybe I need to counter chapter 2 here. I feel like the difference between 1 and 2 talismans is not very relevant. Saga. Yep. You know, Agent off the top wouldn't be so bad. Cling to Dust. Alright, play Strix. And I probably cannot afford to counter Chapter 2. I probably need to hold up Consign for an attempt on a win, right? Maybe not. I got one unknown, they could have two unknowns, which could be like Dark Ritual, Besiege, in the worst case scenario. And there's already a Besiege in the yard too, so Cling to Dust would not really be relevant interaction. It's just a tough spot. Also, if I counter Chapter 2, they would be motivated to go combo. Spire of Industry. And passing. All right. It's very important to use your mana here. Let's get the red online and then just cling that Besiege. Another Kaito. And then Midgar. I wouldn't call that incredibly useful. So if I get Kaito in, they could clap back for quite a bit. I'm just going to cast Ponder. And then what? Meltdown? No. But I really hope I get to keep the Meltdown. Like, I need the Consign, obviously. Gotta hold up Consign here. Hopefully that bluff. It's not even that much of a bluff, but I just don't want them to go for it. Then hopefully they also play out Vault of Whispers, so we get a pretty big meltdown here. Oh god, they're floating? Oh no, I think they're trying to make a construct. Yes, yes, good. Good, good, good. Mox Opal, so yeah, they're building out their mana stores. Candy Trail. Good for a Scry 2. I don't think they will, but I think the dream would be them playing out both talismans. I don't think they will, though. And they're definitely not going to activate either, since they just, like, put a card on top. I'm going to melt for 2 anyways, so yeah, I can get Strix out of here. Alright, let's melt it down, baby. They'll be left with one permanent. Nice. I'm probably just playing Midgar out. Another vault. There's the other talisman we knew about. Alright, definitely time to surveil here. Keep Kolaghan's command. I guess I shatter the talisman, have them discard. Or I could pick up Strix as well. Yeah, that actually seems better. Well, no, because Storm does need a lot of resources to go off. I wish I could destroy that land. But yeah, hit the thing they spent mana on. And I guess I should leave up both of my blue sources, right? Even though it is sus. I'd also like to say, hell yeah, for surveilling that Kolaghan's command. They dropped Veil of Summer. Lucky to be able to skirt around that. Ooh, another Wishclaw Talisman? Okay. Brainstorm. Cast it. I'll do it again. Don't think I won't do it again. This time you won't have any cards left. Hell yeah. I think if at any point I took a turn off to deploy Kaito, I would have lost this game. But now, the coast is clear. I can do it. Thoughtseize? Yeah, I'll play it. Take your Dark Ritual. Deploy Kaito. Bluff Red Blast. Send it back. They Thoughtseize me, though, and find a way to generate immense resources, I will be concerned. Especially with that land off the top. Hit for 4. Draw some card. Bin both land. Cling. Yeah, we'll do this right now. Or no, we won't. Chromox. Not gonna counter it. No imprint. Infernal Tutor? Ooh, wow. What do they get with that? Well, I guess we'll find out. Urza Saga, probably? Yeah, baby. Can't draw 2 with Cling, but if I expend the Cling in my hand, I guess I could, but I'm not going to. 5 lands in exile, another land is drawn, that's unfortunate. Stock up, there we go. I think we can get pretty deep into the deck here, but it should start with an attack. You are at 12. I see Tamiyo. I'll take the Bowmasters, but not the Tamiyo. I already have a value permanent on board. Play Badlands, and then... yeah, I guess red is not that valuable right now. I already cast both Kolaghan's commands. There's one Meltdown left that I would not cast on this board. Or would I? Takes out Vault. And a Chromox with nothing imprinted under it. I think I have enough red between my dual lands, though. Whoops, that's embarrassing. Tap the island. Well, there's the Meltdown. Take Consign. And yeah, Meltdown. Melt for 0. No, it's too greedy. Too greedy to counter that. That's how you always hope it goes. But it was kind of brought to us by them playing a little on the safe side. They probably could have gone a little harder. Gotta start wondering about Narset as well. They're not a version with cantrips. Candy Trail draws cards. But yeah, they're looking for that big ad nauseum, which is where you'd want like Flusterstorm. Consign is great against like Galvanic Relay and all that stuff, but good old-fashioned ad nauseum, not as much. I guess that's where Lightning Bolt picks up the slack a little bit. The double Kaito is a little bit of a drag. I like leaving Tamiyo in, just in case anyone's still playing Empty the Warrens. And if I knew they were on Gamble or something like that, then Blue Blast would be a lot more acceptable, but just to fight Burning Wish? I don't know. I really don't know. But when you want to fight it, you really want to. I think this was the right configuration. Maybe Spellbomb. Because they probably have a Gaia's Will angle as well. I think it's fine. Double Force. Tamiyo Brainstorm. I'm pretty ready to rock. And roll. Might be a little hard to beat Saga, but I have so much ability to dig. The red mana should come naturally. Opponent's good on 6. Yep, there's Saga. Uh-oh. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. How are they going to make constructs? They must have like Mox Opal or something, because I don't think these decks play Ancient Tomb. Or they're just using Saga as a land drop, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Bolt. Oh, let's flip Tamiyo. Cast Brainstorm. I think I put back Strix and Swamp, right? It should probably be Bolt, but I don't know. I feel like if they make a construct, I'm going to want to be able to fight it. And I definitely want Double Force. Yeah, they're not making constructs here. There's no way they play Pithing Needle, right? If they do have Pithing Needle, they probably get Tamiyo. Or they name Tamiyo, not Bloodstainmire. Make it difficult. Do it. They're probably just getting an Opal, yeah. Dark Ritual. 3 cards left. Thoughtseize. I wonder. I want them to go for it. Force your Thoughtseize. Make a construct. Oh shit, it's a 4/4. The freak. So I should probably get that Strix. Should also pick up that Force of Will. But what did I put on top? I think I put the Swamp on top. Yeah. I think that's fine. Maybe Bowmasters can just protect the Tamiyo. I can still have Double Force. While I look for a way to beat this construct, and it's right in front of me, it's Baleful Strix. I mean, if I was really crazy, I'd be looking for Meltdown right now, but I don't think things are not that desperate. Maybe they'll ditch their hand for another construct, I don't know. No. And it's at this point that it would really suck to get one of my lands Pithing Needled. So let's grab probably Underground Sea and Badlands. Condi Trail. one top. They put a card on top. And they're just gonna fire a Veil of Summer like that? This is bait, I swear to God. What are they gonna do with one mana? One colorless mana. Ay ay ay. Probably Echo of Aeons. Then why would they put a card on top? Just to mess with me more? Well, I'm taking this construct out with me. I'm gonna give them a little more storm. And I'm gonna force that ad nauseum. No. Leaving them essentially penniless until they get Metalcraft. Getting the GGs. Oh god. Well played. Oh man. Well, talked a little bit to my opponent afterwards, and yeah, if you're kind of contending with Meltdown as well, I can see how like waiting to go off would not help very much, especially with like Tameo, and yeah, that was tense. That was real tense. Now we're 4-0. And I think I've come around and decided that these are not good cards for Grixis Control. So it is kind of a nightmare to be up for a trophy with two not great lands in my deck, but I mean, they do something. They are lands that do something, so let's do our best. Well, here we go, folks. Time for the trophy match. This hand is quite suspect. Does have two bolts. If I draw another blue card, it pays out the force, though. I'll mulligan. This hand is not that much better, but going to 5 sounds like a nightmare, so we'll bottom this Force of Will. At the very least, if this is a combo deck, which is a little likely, I guess, because they're rolling to 6. At least I got him on a Force Thoughtseize here. I could have even kept both Force of Wills, but in the blind here, like, it's not that weird for a deck to take a mulligan. Okay, we're up against, this is a new card, Astrologian's Planisphere. It's from Final Fantasy. It's pretty good. Blue tempo of some kind. I mean, yeah, we'll take that. I'm not trying to force that. How many red blasts are in my sideboard right now? 2? Oh god. Oh god. Island. No Delver or anything like that. Is a relief. I'll take an Edict too. Scalding Tarn. And a pass. Alright, pretty important to hit a land this turn, I feel like. Damn it. Oh boy. I have concerns. Brainstorm. I'm hoping they think I'm some kind of combo deck and they're just loading up on soft permission that doesn't target creatures. Cling. I need this land. I really need this land. Oh god. Please don't fail me, deck. Woof. Gonna let it go. Alright, it's not too late. One land, please. Oh boy. They're staying vigilant on that Spell Pierce as well. I mean, this is not the scariest clock, I will say. But I also feel like my deck just is not functioning in a trophy match, which is a complete nightmare. Azure Beastbinder? Okay, this creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. Whenever this creature attacks up to one target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all abilities. I mean, I kind of want to just keep the board clear, right? That should be kind of important to me. Pitch this Brainstorm. Well, I didn't fight over it. Bolt. It's castable at the very least, I'll say that. Man, they are loaded up. They're not making any land drops. Let's do that. Spell Snare. So what happened to the Daze and the Spell Pierce? Oh, god damn it. This is just horrifying. Spell Pierce. I'll pay. Okay, there's the Daze. So they wanted to hold up that for my turn. And now I'm taking real damage. But seriously, is not too late. Okay, now it's kind of too late. Thanks for showing up. Oh, do they have Stifle? Yeah. God damn, man. What a nightmare. Just gave away that game for nothing. I guess I could have mulliganed to 5. Seems awful. Trim a Force. Predict a lot of blue blasts. I'm going to trim up Kolaghan's Command, even though it's pretty solid against the Planisphere. No, it's not that great, but it's something. Baragoi seems pretty good into a mono blue deck. Not a Nimble Obstructionist matchup. Then another Force of Will. And yeah, just kind of hope for some better running this time. Daze, Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, Stifle. Threats that can be considered a little more uncommon, but they still had Murktide Regent. Wonder what would have happened if I kept that first hand. Okay. Much better. We'll keep. I think probably turn 1. I'm interested in playing around days and all that, so why don't I just fetch a swamp right now, play around Stifle, and then pass the turn. Island go. Baleful Strix. Yep, still trying to play around days. Strix is very hard for a mono blue deck to profitably trade with. And we want to get around Spell Snare, my worst enemy. My greatest fear is getting my Baleful Strix spell snared in Legacy. Such a thing should not happen. Delta and go. Cling to Dust. I don't really feel like extending into this. Oh, Wasteland? Rough. Makes sense, though. Alright, cling your Wasteland. Force a Will. They almost did something and then I think they saw my floating red. Grafdigger's Cage, that's fine. Badlands. Alright, I'm gonna cast Strix. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it, dude. Don't spell snare. Oh, it's Mystical Dispute? That's weird too. Another Wasteland. Yeah, things are feeling pretty rough right now. Cling your Dispute. Bowmasters is pretty nice. Don't have any red mana though, which is concerning. They have the double Wasteland. Planisphere. How dangerous is it to force this? Probably quite dangerous. Land, 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 land. Ponder. Yeah, cast it. Shuffle. Shit. This is not funny. Brainstorm. Mm-hmm. Preordain. Creature's getting huge. Top, top. I cannot believe that worked. Well, pressure's off for a minute. Murktide Regents. Try and force that. Well, that works too. Well, I'm starting to feel better all of a sudden. What is in their hand? Maybe like Stifle. I guess it's more likely to be in their hand the longer I wait. right? Yeah, baby. Gotta go after them. And we're holding onto a brainstorm. Alright, we got Bowmasters in there. Ooh, now we have brainstorm. Cast it. Spell Pierce. Thank God that wasn't there when we had to Edict. Passing back. This is a very terrifying game. Tamiyo might help. Okay. Brazen Barber. Okay, they're gonna equip. And not attack. Alright, this would be a great time to draw a red source. Damn it. Cast Edict. Spell Snare. Woof. Yeah. That's bad. Stasis Field. So now they can draw cards again. Man, not blocking seems really scary, doesn't it? I'm gonna take it. Come on, land. Alright. Come on, don't have Stifle. They're gonna brainstorm. Shit. Uh-huh. Alright, that was big. That was big. Kaito will find me more lands. It's probably just important to tap down Brazen Borrower this turn, I think. But also I feel like I need to hold Tamiyo back just in case, because I don't know what this deck could have. I really don't. But also maybe it wouldn't be that bad if they wasteland me again. They're kind of running out of cards. A little bit. Yeah. They could have a lot of Hydroblasts in hand, I'm realizing. That could be what's in their hand right now. No, that gets around that. Force of Will. Pitching Delver. Must draw first. I have one card left. I think this should work. Can check if it's Stifle, I guess. It's not. Okay. This should work. That was the scariest game I've ever played in my entire life. My entire life. Oh my god. And there's one more. I just need my mana to be under me and I'll feel a lot better, I think. If I can just get my mana beneath me. It's really all I need right now. Some mana beneath me. So they're bringing Grafdigger's Cage. Do you think they'll take it out after seeing that it didn't do very much? Definitely want another force. Like, this deck has tricks. Only 2 red blasts. I would say I want to ease up on my curve, but my curve's already pretty eased up on. Perhaps it can be eased up on even further. Could also bring in Spellbomb to combat like Murktide, but doesn't seem that great. Got a lot of ways to check Murktide. And they're not on like Dragon's Rage Channeler or other reasons to have Spellbomb in the mix. How about Narset? That would drop me to 19 blue cards. Alright, how about Cling? I think they're going to be in on Grafdigger's Cage. Okay. It's a hand with mana. And both of my red blasts, that seems really good. Ponder. I feel like if I can get my basic mountain, life will be so much better than it ever was before. Ponder does not shuffle. Just getting it. Just getting the mountain. No one can stop me. Delver. Ooh, Thoughtseize. See what's going on. Double Days, Wasteland. Take the Force, and then hopefully probably take 3 since they pondered, but hopefully not much more after that. Surgical. Yeah, I don't mind that one. Okay, they're not going to draw it. Smart. Taking 3. Wasteland. Passing. Tameo. That one's good. Bolt that. Do they want a Double Days Ponder? I would allow it. I don't have double blue for like a Tameo Brainstorm situation. Brainstorm resolves. Wonder if they're exchanging their dazes at this point. How much value am I trying to extract here? Like, I'm not under any pressure. I could just Mage Siege, play Lindblum, see where that gets me, because I'm drawing Kolaghan's Command next turn. Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't get the land. So they kept a Daze. Brazen Borrower. Playing way too loose. Taking this 3 is going to be really bad. 1 top, 1 bottom. Attacking me. Going to 9. There's that island again. Cast Red Blast. Force pitching Spell Pierce. So is their last card days? If it's Mystical Dispute and they counter my Pyroblast, I'll run them out of cards. I also think they would counter a Tameo, right? Okay. They're not wastelanding me either. Okay, they're wastelanding me. And they're passing. Kaito? Okay. I think we can do this. No Stifle. Looking for Force. Nice. But we'll go like this. No Brazen Borrower. Scalding Tarn. Petty Theft. I maybe should have forced that, but it did not feel necessary. Delver. Alright, activate this clue. Fatal Push is good. Very choked on black mana. So I'll attack. They don't block? Well, that's incredibly suspicious. Maybe they just want to crack back on Kaito when I'm tapped low. That makes sense. Yeah. Cast Brainstorm. Bowmaster should do pretty well here. Backed up by Force. Starting to feel better about this. I was hoping to see like a Bolt. Brazen Borrower. Bowmasters. Will Delver flip? Oh. Jeez, that was scary. Oh man. Wow. That was wild. I don't really know that trophy was thanks to these lands, though. In fact, I know it wasn't. You want to extract as much value as you can from your land bases, but I don't think the effects attached to these are that strong. Like, we saw that this is able to be blown out. Like, if you try to cast this with only one item to sacrifice on board, if they're able to remove that item, you spent 3 mana on nothing, which is pretty sad. That being said, it doesn't fizzle the entire spell, and you can still play the land, but it's not great. And then, yeah, I think this creature token, while very cool in the fact that it only adds red, not quite there. Also, lands that come in tapped, it's just really nothing like Waterlogged Teachings, which is, first of all, dual land, taps for blue and black, which is awesome. Also pitches to Force of Will, and it's not a bad spell either, like being able to tutor up Bowmasters, Kolaghan's Command, Force of Will, all that stuff. So if you're going to try and extract more value out of your mana base, I think we already had it solved with Lorien Revealed, Waterlogged Teachings. Mistrise Village did a lot better than these. But you gotta try these things out. Yeah. There should have been a Yuffie in the sideboard, but I guess having 2 meltdowns was a lot better this time. I don't think Yuffie would have helped that much against Storm and all that. Whew. Man. I'm losing it now. That was a really intense match. It's always intense when your mana feels attacked, but being able to get the mana underneath us in Game 3 just felt just miles ahead of Game 2. Game 2 was terrifying, legitimately. That was one of the best matches of Magic I've played in a very long time. And to come out on the other end, the winner, and with a trophy, satisfying. So I'll call it there tonight. Thanks, as always, for checking out the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. The lands are the lands, so yeah. All right, see y'all next time.